Ivan, obviously not the result you were looking for tonight. What was sort of the message there to the win?
I was just super disappointed with the start. We just overrun at the start of the game. It's in a game like this when there's obviously down on troops. You just got to be it's the worst start you could find. So, confidence was down, early, and it became a pretty tough night. But I was obviously much happier with the second half. But it would have been nice to have seen that in the first half.
Did you say that they were overwhelmed in that first when they got a roll night? So you said overwhelmed, or did you feel like they couldn't really grapple back the momentum once they sort of scored those tries? Is that what you said? I missed that first bit.
No, the first two tries were there was a 6 again, and then there was a penalty. So it was a lot of tackles in a row. But at the start of the game, I feel like we definitely can do better than that. So all of a sudden, you're going to the game down on troops, and then you're down on the scoreboard, down in possession, down on everything. Just makes it a really difficult, game from there. So, but I was, happy with the way they hung in there and fought back and showed a bit of mettle there in the second half, in particular.
Is that what you sort of take out because of obviously these next couple of weeks is going to be with this injury, with Origin rather, is that what you take out, is to focus on that second half to sort of give them the confidence to not get rattled by that first half, and then obviously these young kids, stepping up in these times?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that, you got to go through it and, learn from the experience. But that's not going to hide the fact that it was, we just weren't good enough at the start of the game. And that's going to put you under the pump in any game, but when you're obviously missing so many of your better players, it just makes it harder. So,
Liam Henry could be facing a bit of time maybe with that crusher. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, see what happens.
Bitch, obviously, coach said there, just that start really let you down. Was it just really hard, trying to get the momentum back and sort of get any sort of points? The body just felt like it fell away.
Yeah, just a bit of a lack of resilience there in the first half. When we lost momentum, we just made it too difficult to get it back. Just couldn't stop the bleeding, and defence was ordinary. And then times we had the ball, went down their end, and also just those no tries and things just made it really hard for ourselves, and just we weren't able to stop the bleeding until half time, when we were probably able to compose ourselves and come out and show a little bit more. But it was too far gone probably by that point.
I know you're probably not looking, you don't look at that, we've asked you this before, but I mean, it's last on the ladder at the moment. It's not a position that you want to see yourselves in, but what is the answer to sort of move forward and to get further up?
Win games. It's not where you want to be. But it's like, what's more important, I think, at the moment is, how far you're away from everyone else, and not just on the ladder, but in terms of playing potential. I think we've already shown this year, and certainly within the squad, that we have the potential to be doing much better. But you can only rely on potential for so long. So, as I said, a lot of things didn't go our way tonight. But I just feel like, no matter who we had tonight, we can do better than what we showed, in that first half. So probably said that a few times this year, regardless of who the team was. So at some point we've got to, just start putting together, better football for longer. And until you do that, you're not going to win enough games.
Michael Boy Liam Henry was heavily involved tonight. How have you found his season, particularly kind of stepping up from that bench player to the starting player tonight, but also with the Origin outs, he's had to stand up and be a bit of a leader in that pack almost?
Yeah, he's making good progress, Liam. He's you know, he's a guy that you just love to coach. He turns up every day. He's full of energy. Like, you know, just, you know, puts so much effort into every single thing he does. He cares deeply about his performance and his teammates and the team. Like even tonight, like the crusher tackle, like no one was hurt, but it was just a bit, you know, he just lost his head a bit. He just gets a bit overexcited sometimes. He's just trying to make a difference, but it's just a bit misguided in that sense. So he'll learn from that.